All right, welcome back. Let's continue. And if I remember correctly, I left off on the syllabus, so let's jump right back into the syllabus. Okay, I had some rubrics here. Let's go ahead and cover the discussion rubric, okay? I think that's important. There are two critical dates. The first critical date is Thursday. Let me go over here. Here's the discussion. I'm gonna jump over here out of the syllabus. I'm gonna come back to it. The first critical date in your discussion posts is Thursday. So you have to have an original post up and running at least by Thursday. So the modules will open. Here's where your modules will be. So right now I've only got module 1 up and running. But what's going to happen is you're going to have several modules under this. So you have module 1, and as the course proceeds, each week you'll have a new module, module 2, module 3, module 4. We'll cover a different topic, and that will correspond with the syllabus schedule. But what I want you to know is that when you come on here, and so like this is this week's discussion, the module 1 introduction orientation discussion, and you can also find it here under discussions. But you'll have to submit a post before Thursday. Now, that's important. I've had classes before where people wait, and then it doesn't do anybody good if everybody posts Sunday night. We didn't really have a discussion. So you have to get on the first part of the week, post an initial post. An important thing to do. Here's the rubric. That first post is going to need to be really well written. Okay, so you need to reference something in the text, in our PowerPoint, in our lecture, in the reading material I give you. You need to reference something to anchor your thoughts. Their first post has to be at least 250 words in length and reflect some depth and synthesis in content. So depth is you relate the information to yourself. Synthesis is you integrated the information from the module with your own understanding. So and you're not going to have access to other people's thoughts. I'm going to leave it blank until after everybody jumps in and starts to, you have to post something before you can see what other people have posted. So it has to be done before Friday. And so here's for full credit. That'll be worth 10 points, that first post. Then you're going to have 2 well-crafted, courteous, compelling responses to peers' original post. These have to be at least 100 words in length. Just saying, hey, I agree. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, I never thought I'd like that. That's nice to say, and you can say that, but you have to have at least 2 post responses to peers that are really well thought out, well formulated, and reflect some depth in your how you considered your response. So for full credit, 100 word minimum, at least I say 3. If you want a little extra boost, you can say 3, but I'm going to stick with 2. Responses may be more informal and reflect personal experience. So you don't have to necessarily cite something. So you can kind of come back with your personal experience. It's good if you cite something and integrate something with the text. However, and I say this, if you're making assertions, if you're saying something as fact, you probably need to back that up, and don't just rely on your own opinion. So overall post will be great on relevant content, APA professional grammar. This is a chance for you to show, to practice your professional communication skills. We have this opportunity in school to start practicing what life is going to be like as a professional when we're actually in the field as a counselor. And now's the time to illustrate that. I want to see how, are you professional, or are you like tweeting something? Are you LOL, LMAO, whatever, or what are you putting in there? Are you doing social media, or actually are you showing professional disposition? So your original post will be 10 points, follow-up post is 10. I'm not going to consider anything that's late. So you have to meet those deadlines. So the second posts have to be done by Sunday at midnight. Each week, the new module will come out Monday morning. Monday at midnight. I think that's how those are set. Going back to the syllabus. Let me scroll down. Again, look through this. I do have a quiz out there for you. Okay, so plagiarism is a bad thing. If you plagiarize, you can get. I abide by the policy of the department and the school. So don't plagiarize, please. Your own thoughts. They don't copy and paste stuff. That's a bad idea. It's a good way to earn zeros and maybe get kicked out of the course. You get kicked out of the program. Don't do that. Please read my diversity statement. Okay, here's our topics. So here's our introduction. Next week, we're going to go over ACEs. That really sets the stage, the ACE study. So those of you that heard me talk about that, sorry, you're going to hear it again. But again, that really sets the foundation for what we're going to talk about. I may add some new stuff, so you may want to watch the video and pay attention. We'll talk about neurological and developmental impact. We'll talk about pathology versus resiliency. I think that's important. We're going to talk about screening and assessing and diagnosing. We're going to rely some on our textbook for that, and also we'll kind of do a treatments overview on this module 6. So give you an idea where we're going the rest of the class. So then we have PCIT. TFCBT has 3 weeks devoted to it because it's a very large comprehensive model. We have EMDR, parent training and support, child trauma across cultures. And then the last 2 are really looking more at systems, and maybe even the last 3 kind of, how do we counterbalance the negative impact of child trauma across cultures and what we do as professionals. And our last week is strictly about resilience, about ourselves. Whether or not we've experienced trauma, we will encounter clients who've endured a lot. People don't seek counseling because they're on cloud 9. People seek counseling because they're in a difficult place. And so being able to find a space for yourself, for your own growth, for your own spiritual, mental, physical health is very important. If we become impaired, we become no good to our clients. So this last week, we'll do a lot with self-care. Let's see here. Other things on course orientation. I have a quick statement about online classes. You're welcome to read through that if you've never had an online class. If you've never taken an online class, you've got some trepidation, reach out to me. We'll talk a little bit. I don't mind having a phone conversation. There's our discussion rubric. Should be pretty straightforward. I hope that this has been helpful. I really look forward to our interaction. This is a topic I've given numerous talks in the community and to different groups. I've been to numerous trainings, and so we didn't have this in our. I try to. If you've had me, I infuse this to my other courses. We didn't have anything like this in our course catalog, so I'm really excited that this is our kind of our flagship, our launch of overcoming child trauma in our course design and in our program. So I'm excited to work with you. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you online. Take care.